So this was something that happened to me out at the little Oreille Wildlife Refuge out by Colville, Washington. And I was probably two and a half months into my second expedition. And I had been going out at night, setting up hunting blinds and tabernacles made of garbage bags, because a thermal camera can look right through a garbage bag. And I had already had a couple pretty intense experiences with these beings, or at least one where I heard them tearing down multiple trees trying to scare me off, and I'll make a separate video about that. And also with them just messing with me at night, just kind of testing their limits with me. And I remember during this time thinking, you couldn't pay most people millions of dollars to do what I'm doing, and I'm doing it for free, and I love it. This is my favorite thing in the world. And I started kind of getting cocky in my head, thinking, I am elite. I am a badass commando. I really am an elite commando. And for a little bit, I got pretty conceited in my mind. And eventually, though, this thought came into my head saying, there's nothing elite about you. You're a fat autistic man-child. The only reason you're out here, the only reason you know you're protected is because of your faith. And these exact words came to my head. They were, you're not elite, you're precious. And the moment that thought came into my head, this hummingbird came out of nowhere and hovered around my face for like 10 to 15 seconds. It was long enough, I remember thinking, why won't this thing fly away? And it was close enough I could feel like its wings fanning me, But it just like hovered around my head, then eventually flew off. But that's always stood in my mind as divine synchronicity, or like it seemed like a certain message from God that this is what He wanted me to understand. That stop thinking there's anything special about you. You're any sort of badass out here in the woods. I felt God call me out in the woods, and I went. And that's all. I have no other skills, no other talents in regards to this field other than that, other than my faith. And ever since then, that's been my mindset, that there's nothing elite about it. There's really nothing good about me other than my faith. I'm completely worthless. I have no business being out in the woods messing with these things for any other reason other than my faith. And I'm glad I have that mindset now, because it's a lot easier. Just putting it all on God. And I don't know, just want to share that with you guys today. Also, I do want to say I am still a commando. I'm just not an elite commando. I'm a precious commando. And this is still a commando mission. I consider going into the woods and trying to provoke an aggressive Sasquatch to a life or death fight, that is a tier 1 mission. But I'm not a tier 1 operator. I'm just a precious commando. And you know who else was a precious commando? King David. So I'll take it.